Need to welcome inside of this show VP of Social Commerce for one of the hottest brands on the interwebs. Okay,
Unreal.
up and to the right, the Jordan Menard Mafia is sending this one to the moon, and Phoenix Ha is at the center of it all, overlooking one of the newest, I would say, sectors and most important eras that have now come. We are in the era of social commerce. I'm talking about the one and only Phoenix. Phoenix, get inside this show.
Let's go.
Get in here, Phoenix. There she is.
First of all, I would never bail on you both.
Let's go. Let's go.
You know what? But life happens, and I'm so happy we made it work. But hey, guys.
Let's go.
We appreciate you making the time and joining us. And somehow we got the URL to you. And
there we go.
I am so.
We're here.
We're here.
Let's go.
We're here. Okay, Phoenix. Now you coming to Austin, Texas as well for Commerce Roundtable. Is that the case?
I booked my ticket. My butt will be in that seat.
Oh, wow.
I love everybody that comes to Commerce Roundtable. I actually just got back from the TikTok Summit, the second one ever in the world, which, by the way, we can talk about. But I think I got some more people to come to Austin because I'm like, where are you going to be?
Yeah.
Be that
Where are they going to be? Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Well, before we get into instant hydration, Commerce Roundtable, all the things that are coming, give us the lowdown on what happened at the second only TikTok Summit ever. Can you give us a little window into what was happening there?
No, guys, it's a big deal. Like, it's the second ever. It's the second ever summit. So, like, think of Meta back in the day. We all wish we were there in the very beginning of Meta.
Yeah.
And I'm there and I'm like, holy crap, like not that much budget yet. They're still figuring everything out. And like most people will be like, this is ridiculous. I'm over here going, this is incredible. I got to see a lot of things that, I think it was like common sense to me. And then I got to hear a lot about the halo. And I think the halo is the number one topic. Everybody is like, is this real? Is the investment purposeful or efficient? Yeah, learned a lot. Met a lot of creators as well. So it was good.
You tell me, Phoenix. I am strong believer that the halo effect is real. I'm strong on it. Now I know that's kind of scary from all our like meta pilled media buyers, but I'm strong on the halo effect being real. I mean, what's your take?
Y'all need to start getting uncomfortable. Like I think like we mastered. Okay, mastered is an interesting word. We understand Meta, right? And we've been fighting about it on Twitter all day long. CPCs, CPAs, like whatever, cost caps. And then we're over here on TikTok and no one's diving in and understanding that this engine, I think, will surpass Amazon very quickly.
Wow.
That we have to understand. So yesterday, there's 2 days in the summit. One day is all for sellers, which we were there. And then one day is for creators. And I'm in a very unique position where I'm both a creator and a seller. And I did that on purpose because I wanted to learn the ecosystem. I wanted to infiltrate from like a performance perspective. And these people in the room are not influencers. They are machines of selling. There was one person that did $5.5 million in revenue in a month, one creator.
Whoa.
And cat litter, cat litter dispenser or something like that.
Seriously?
Oh yeah, it's like affiliate marketing on steroids, and it's so incredible. And I sit here and going, no one's waking up. Now, in terms of the halo effect, I do believe it's real. I think there is a general like 4 to 5 delay, but there was a really beautiful panel with like Gap. So it was like the CFO of Gap. You've got Shark Ninja there. You've got like some really big brands, and they're sitting there and going, look, everything isn't clean. It is still messy, but there is a halo. And if you're so hung up on whether it exists, you're already in the dust. And second thing that I thought was really great, and I really believe in this, is that often marketing departments have a really hard time letting go of control when it comes to TikTok, because it is the wild, wild west. Like they'll tell you you're going out of business tomorrow. It's not true. They just want you to buy. And then the marketing department's like losing their mind. They're like, we're not going out of business. What are you talking about? Oh my gosh, people want this up there. This is so bad for our brand. But I'm like, it's not what it's for. TikTok is known for this. So yeah, it was a very long-winded answer, but very exciting things.
Wow. That is so fascinating. That's
fascinating.
Could
Yeah.
you dive a little bit into all the things instant hydration now? I mean, you've made the switch and you are there. It's one of the hottest categories in the entire world right now, and you're at the forefront of it. Could you dive into what you're doing over there?
Yeah, it's been like a rocket ship you want to hold on to. An
Yeah.
incredible team, strong team. I've never seen growth at this rate, but what I will say is, um, it's beautiful. Like it's one of those things where you just have to go. Like there's something great here, and you have to go. I think they did a fantastic job with their formulation. I think one of the hardest things, my background prior, we knew was SaaS.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult to market to marketers. I think it's just as difficult to market something you can't taste, because this is prior to us working in retail.
Yeah.
We target now, by the way. There's NCAPS,
Awesome.
exclusive collaboration with Icy, and then did like some really incredible things there. And we're launching in so many retail stores. So now people finally can actually take it and taste it.
I see.
We had to be able to market something that no one has ever tasted. It's
That's
like
rough.
So hard.
like marketing perfume. You're like,
it's perfume. It's like it smells like earth.
Yeah, it has hints of success, hints
Yeah.
of little bit,
Yeah.
like,
Hints of success.
I love that. I love that drink.
yeah.
Yeah.
We had to sell people on expecting and wanting more. We had to sell
Yeah.
people that, ingredients matter. And if you want to feel the difference, we had to do hooks that were enticing enough for people to care to spend a premium dollar on a premium product.
Yeah.
And I think the team did it beautifully. So yeah.
Wow.
Phoenix, I've been watching you guys. I mean,
Yeah, me
instant
too.
hydration. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
watching, I'm seeing what's going on there. One of the things, and maybe subscription is new for me, I admit.
Just
But
kidding.
one of the things that you guys were doing that I just found so fascinating tactically was, people come in and, hey, look at this, it's flashy, it looks great. And even if you subscribe here now, there's a chance your whole order could be refunded. I mean, I thought that may seem so simple, but I was just like, wow, like these guys, they're not just like product innovating, but there's just like so much depth of thought going into what is happening here. How can we get people, push them down inside of the funnel, especially when they cannot taste it? They cannot taste it yet. I thought that was so innovative, and I'm sure that has continued to extend to everything you're doing on the social commerce side. I've been watching from afar.
Oh, or have you been watching on TikTok? Because that's my MO. But no. It's interesting. Like, work very closely with the creative team. Co-founder Taylor is also my best friend. Like, it works out really well. It's such a cool environment to be with, like working with your best friend. We always, and like a side note is, I met Jordan and Taylor when I was on a flight to Dubai, when I was on stage going to Affiliate World, and we were working on our first founder course together. And I'm so grateful for founder. Life is so crazy, right? And we were like, we want to be in each other's lives in some capacity down the road. And then it kind of just worked out synergistically, but we had never worked together. So like, we're friends, we all meet each other, but it's a different thing to put you under a hood and go, let's actually make some magic. And like, it's scary because you're like, ooh, and it ended up being so incredible. And so a lot of the ads we create crossover, cross-pollinate, cross-platform. So you probably see the same things, but yeah, the engine's crazy. You've been watching subscriptions wild. I will say we are kind of straying away from as much promotion.
Okay.
Leaning back in, but we had to, I think we really had to penetrate the market, and
for sure
did a fantastic job of it. I think it's also really challenging on TikTok. And if anybody's trying to be on TikTok and assuming that they're going to be extremely profitable right out the gate, maybe say a prayer for it. Like, it's not an easy platform. I will tell you. And I will tell you, anybody who wants a challenge, let's effing go. I don't know if we can curse here, but like,
you can.
Let's fucking go. Dude, Jordan hits me up. He's like, you're going to do TikTok shop. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I go in there and I'm like, holy shit, it's an undertaking. But I will tell you, it has been one of the most rewarding experiences ever, because I feel like How many of you wish you go back to the meta days and tried it all out all over again for the first time? Because that hunger, I was losing that hunger. And like, I got it back doing TikTok shop. I think it's just like the very beginning. And Jordan West, you hear talks about it all the time. You hear about all these other guys like Zane talk about it, and no one's really paying attention. They're all watching from afar because no one wants to dip their toes in the water. Yeah.
I totally agree. I totally agree. 1,000%.
It's okay. I'll just drink it by myself. I'll just have more water. It's fine.
So how are you thinking about TikTok moving forward? How are you thinking about the actual content piece of everything? I mean, we had a great guy on the show yesterday who he is doing 500,000 likes on an auction
on his TikTok auction yesterday.
On his TikTok shop auction by just going crazy. I mean, how are you thinking about this stuff?
Yeah, I have a very different perspective. So, you know, I think the MO is always like go affiliate, go affiliate, go affiliate. It's just like sample out, sample out, sample out. And I think that's good to a certain degree. My thing is that I'll answer this with what I learned at the summit. They feel like lives haven't even been tapped into. They feel like lives in China were like they get it and we don't even get it yet. Like it's a very slow trickle over to the US. So we haven't even touched that. Like commerce on lives, the QVC. I mean, QVC was one of the companies that won a award. Like I just wanted to let everybody know who's winning really quick. Okay, Fenty Beauty, QVC, Shark, Medicube, like some of these companies that were really small that scaled to another degree because they took a chance, but also the big guys are there, guys. Like they're willing. Gap was there, I believe. Yeah, Gap was there. She was the one on the panel. So if you guys think like you're being smart by not participating, I would really rethink this and also take it extremely serious and have a budget ready to burn to have market penetration, and also understand that there are more engaged eyes. So that's another thing I'll answer with is there are more engaged eyes on that platform than any other platform. And I don't think we're also looking at it as it's like the attribution side of it. I mean, you know, I love attribution and it's a closed loop in my opinion for the most part. Of course there's Halo, but like they're clicking and buying in the platform. And what TikTok's doing that people don't really understand is they're incentivizing people to buy. So they actually generate their own coupons and discounts that are not associated with you and then give you a credit. And then also if you don't hit a specific ROI threshold, they'll give you an ad credit.
Yes, we covered this. Which is like it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. That I mean, that's if you speak to that more. I mean, so you are the first person. You are the first person I have ever heard say you think TikTok is going to take over Amazon. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, that is a bold take, Phoenix. That's a bold take.
I never said something bold. You're good. So. Yeah, person there for you. Yeah, no.
The more that you talk, and we saw the piece where like, hey, if you don't hit your, if you don't hit your ROAS goals or you don't hit, where you need to be, then we're going to give you a credit for that. I mean, that's wild. Just platform wise, I don't know of anybody else who's doing something like that.
Anyone does that, right?
If you're in a position where you're able to do this, which mind you, most companies are not, right? Yeah. Like most companies are trying to just make it where we're profitable, first purchase profitable, and I understand that a lot of people are going to subscriptions, so they're LTV based. They want to know their numbers. Like I'm going to be straightforward with you. You're not going to know your numbers in TikTok. There's no clean anything. They're still figuring it out. But if you can get in early, you're going to have dominance over a platform that has growing users by the day in the hundreds of thousands, if not millions. You are realizing that like you've got an entire other channel that is untapped. I'll just tell you that if you do your own analysis, because I can't really be so forthcoming with numbers, but like if you do your own analysis of percentage of new visitors to site from TikTok to your site, just put a small budget, just watch that number and look at it and your eyes might pop out of your head.
Wow.
And go, oh crap. Right now, the finance team is probably not going to be super stoked. They're going to be like, this makes no sense. Well, so do a lot of things that we put marketing towards. Truly, we think that we're getting a return, but I just think that the bet is much stronger with TikTok. But yeah, I think lives, I think a lot of different things. And I think it's just scratching the surface. I mean, I don't know if you guys are avid TikTok users. Did you see Skims and how they did their last BFCM and they did a whole live selling event?
Huge.
Yeah, insane. I mean, it was a whole production. It wasn't like And again, so here's another thing. Yesterday for the TikTok creator event / TikTok shop summit, we go there, you can get a booth, right? And the booths aren't even done right. Like I worked in footwear and I worked in fashion. So I went to Agenda, all of these other giant, like, I would say, what are they called? Conventions, whatever you want.
Yeah.
And so they're seller events, right? People would come in, they'd make their POs, et cetera. And they went all out. They would spend hundreds of thousands, if not millions, like a lot on their booths. You go to this thing, it's like rinky dinky right now. Okay. And it is not there, but there's something happening. And then on the other side of the booth, there's a bunch of companies like Elf doing live selling.
Seriously, right there.
Wow.
They're prioritizing those brands on the platform that have participated in the TikTok summit. So they're putting them at the front. They're also a dedicated page. They're incentivizing top creators. Like, they're completely taking the script and flipping it. So why are you taking a script that you knew about Meta and trying to bring it onto a platform that's flipping the script on itself anyway? Like, I love it. I think it's so super fun. But I'm not even talking about the e-commerce roundtable. So glad we went over this now.
Man, that is incredible. That's incredible. You're going to be talking about something else at Commerce Roundtable.
Different.
What are you talking about there?
Women.
All right, great. Well,
Women.
I mean, we know that you're an expert on that. We know that you're an expert.
Oh, yeah. No,
there you go.
Every day. Yeah.
Wow. Well, Phoenix, I mean, Colin, I mean, before she gets out of here, and I'm so glad that we worked this out, because I think you are making a bull case for TikTok that everybody needs to hear, specifically on the live streaming side. I've been trying to beat the drum on this. Colin, before she leaves and before we get new content at Commerce Roundtable, any parting shots for Phoenix that we should get out here before she goes?
I will throw a little curveball out there. Are you exploring Whatnot at all, or are you primarily focused on TikTok Shop?
TikTok Shop. I'll be honest with you, and like, maybe I'm naive, but like, I think everything else is a distraction. Like, locked in. And mind you, TikTok Shop needs to pay me at this point for like how I feel. I also feel very passionately about certain tools.
Yeah.
Around these things, I feel reinvigorated with media buying and the marketing right now, and I don't think people are ready to listen. And to answer your question, no on Whatnot, yes on TikTok Shop.
All right.
That's fair enough.
While we are there at Commerce Roundtable, I want you to ask John Roman. John Roman.
That's true.
I want you to ask John Roman about his time on Whatnot. I think everything that you're saying about TikTok Shop,
Sure.
I think there's juice to be had on Whatnot. I do. But it's sweaty.
I'm here for it. But like, you also have to remember, like, too many apps. It's just like I have
You gotta focus. You gotta focus.
Don't focus. Like, I'm on Twitter maybe, and I'm on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
But my attention is always on TikTok, and then the trickle over is going to be on Instagram, right? It's like the old school Twitter. You see it first, and then you see it on Instagram later. I feel it's the same way. So, and mind you, Instagram is now, and Facebook Meta is now doing clickable links and droppable links. Like, they're taking the same infrastructure. Yeah, I'll talk to him about Whatnot, but for right now, Team TikTok Shop.
Okay. Well, Phoenix, we are looking forward to listening when you're speaking at Commerce Roundtable. And why don't you find your way over to the couch? We're going to be live streaming from there. So why don't you find your way over to the couch and you give us the deets after you get off the stage. We appreciate you joining us. We look forward to having you back.
I'm always happy to talk to you both. So can't wait. My first time in Austin. Bye, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, sure.